Hello, I'm Zinc, and this is Game Development with Godot. So today we'll start with different. We'll hide this window and we'll start with the Excel sheet. Yes. Wait, never mind. uh, Save immediately to the location. Where is it? Where did I save the projects? Open in File Explorer or something like that. Docs. Localization. Yes. Localization and save that CSV format. And let's call it, I guess, strings. UTF-8. Of course, we can't see anything. Unicode. Sure. Okay, looking at Godot documentation, what's the format? Is English. UK, I guess, because reasons, and we'll just start. Yeah, I wrote a bunch of stuff on the actual paper. It's basically a guide for a tutorial. So we could actually start orienting towards the gameplay instead of just mechanics. How should I do this? Introduction. I guess. Welcome to your home system. Your civilization. Fairly recently made space travel usable. Because that's a typo. And ever growing demand for resources in space are pushing it forward to expand. Yeah, so basically it'll be, oh, it auto wraps. How wonderful. You have been recently selected lead crew of a first. Why am I need to lower my table. Of a first ever Is it interplanetary or outerplanetary? Within planets. Vessel graciously provided by. I'm not sure about the name. Would be like. I could actually just call me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, corporation. Caustic. Oh, hi, Dan. Yeah, let's work together. Yay. Thanks for joining. Yeah, writing. Previously, I wrote a script on scripts. Basically, I started writing a tutorial on paper. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I wrote a tutorial on paper and now I'm transferring it. This is the way of like not starting to work on actual code before checking if the story is okay. Caustic Zinc Industries. Industries, which is leading the expansion initiative. So according to Godot uh, data sheets for the stuff, well, I guess if you want your game to reach higher audiences, it needs to have some localization, and localization is done is basically an Excel file, comma separated file. So we'll see how it goes. Why is it outer planetary, interplanetary? Maybe it's interplanetary. Maybe, I don't know. Feasible. Can I word wrap it in here? Adopt is going to save, but maybe I can't word wrap. Guess it's difficult to read them. Okay, this will be an intro 1. I could just say, yeah, intro 1. Intro 2. Intro 2. Which is a next window, next pop-up. Every good company needs people. I'm going towards like the company is leading the expansion rather than like, oh, we are banding together as a civilization and no, a company, because that's likely going to happen. Uh, but to have more people, you must ensure they have something to drink first. Yeah. The corporation. I need to adjust my corporation has provided you has assigned you your first mission. Yes. Transport these several shipping containers of water, beer. Should I kind of okay? If the main resource is water, it's like something mid. But if main resource is beer, you still need water for it. So you would be mining water because you need to make beer from it. And if it's beer, it makes more sense that hey, beer grows population. Maybe. Maybe. Let's go with water, but you can always change it to beer. Provided several containers of beer. Transport these several shipping containers of water to the local communities so they could provide you with brand new employees or something to hello, hi there. Welcome to the writing stuff in Excel for a game. To transfer resources from your ship to the planet storage pool. Storage. Press. That would be in press a button C. Though this should be also press C. How do you do the bindings on with localization? Or should it be like a separate icon? So, this basically panel should show that, hey, you should press this button. This button likely going to be reassigned later for, like, example, a controller or something. Press something. Press something. Quote, no. Greet, no. What about the buttons? How do you import the buttons? Godot input localization. Input hint. Okay, best practice to display input prompts. B to interact. This plugin for input. No, I don't want to use a plugin. I don't care. I don't need a plugin. Input helper. I could have it like replaceable, maybe. So if I go to my Godot panel, which unfortunately I don't see him. Okay, that's finally working. Good. Godot. Or was it in Visual Studio? I think it was in Visual Studio. Where is it? Where is it? Input actions. Yeah. We have input actions, and input actions can app to quit. How do you do this? Transfer cargo, toggle panel. If I use an input action and instead of press C, I would be saying not press C, but press this. And then I can use some kind of replacement to actually replace to actual input. Is it an icon or is it a button? We'll see. It's still early to say. Press C. And the user then opens the transfer panel. Yeah. Transfer hint, I guess. Hint. Transfer hint. Here is the transfer panel to select from what to transfer. Use A and D. UI left, I guess. And UI right. Probably. To pick a resource, use UI down and UI up. Up. To transfer a single resource, press UI select, I guess. UI select, which is currently space. To speed up transfer, hold UI select, or press shift space. I don't think I have the set. Oh, I have transfer all cargo. Transfer all cargo. Oh, so this one is not actually UI select. It will be transfer cargo button. Okay. I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of this text. Oh, hi. Uh, I'm doing some game development. I have code. And I'm currently making a tutorial stuff. Which is basically first writing all of the text, then starting building the tutorial panel, and I guess an introduction, starting systems, starting missions. I don't have mission system, for example, yet. Probably I'll be using the same system like keys to check what's unlocked and not. So I'm building stuff. Okay, mission. Mission 1. Example, mission 1 will be transfer a 100 tons of water or something. Mission 1 done. Sure. Congratulations. That's not the right way to tell it, but your first mission is completed. Wait, and of course I did not type it correctly. Congratulations. Okay. Okay, mission 1. Intro 1, intro 2. On orbiting the planet, you will see information about the body. Intro 3. When orbiting the planet, you will see information about the body. Take a look at the buildings. The colonists' facility will produce the workforce 1 unit per level, or just say 1 unit per tick, because that's probably going to change. If I build another level, probably it's not going to be a double. It could be like 50%, 200%, so this not right information per tick, and will consume 1 ton of water to do so. The colonists are used to house facilities and colony ships. Yeah. I guess with all of the stuff I made here, but probably could go to a game jam, but I don't know. That sounds like too much interaction. Incoming message. Message? Inbound. Message inbound. Incoming message. And that's a typo. Good. always dot dot dot. Message inbound. I guess mission 2 intro. Intro 1, intro 2, intro 3. Or should I actually call it a bit better? Mission 2 intro? Probably. Mission 2 introduction. Representative. Representative. How do you do then new lines in the... Okay. Godot. Localization. Multi-line. How do you multi-lines? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Why? Get text. Oh no. Sure. Apparently need to use a new line character for it. Sure. Sure. So. I don't need commas here. Hello, Commander. Oh. That's scary. There's a bunch of wind. Hello, Commander. I see you have delivered. This is very dry language. You have finished delivering the water. Great, I guess. There is much more to do. We want to stay on top. To do, there is a representative. Immediately fix everything. Hey, come on, let me edit this. On top. Okay. To do that, we must start building the production chain. Production chain. Our current goal is to be first corporation on our beautiful moon. Yeah. The moon has significant easy to access Metal or deposits. Deposits. Like, we need metal to build stuff, I guess. We'll see. Maybe I will be displaying the full text. There's also a way of like slowly revealing the text, so it will be revealed as in the same manner the person reads it, which is a bit more interesting than just plain text. Anyways, significant metal or deposits. But first, why is it not writing properly? But first, wait. On top. Oh, I didn't save it. Good, good, good. Why cannot format cells? Font, alignments, wrap text automatically. Okay, that's way much easier to read. Good, 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 good. For some reason it didn't save. Okay. Format cells, hyphenation is not active. Now it's actually readable. Good, finally. On top. Wait. To do that. Okay, I need to close the window. It's too windy. To do that, we must start expanding our production chain. Production chain? Wait. Did I not write anything that? I think it just didn't save. Let's split it into another message and we can always just combine them. Mission 2, intro 2. And this will be intro 1, part 1. Okay. Our current goal is to be first corporation on our beautiful moon. The moon has significant metal ore deposits. But first, we need you to assist in building the ore refinery on our planet surface. We will provide you right here with the mod. I can see how much grammar mistakes and just general writing mistakes I made. while writing on paper. That's where you review it. Provide you with the materials needed for now, but don't expect that it will be the case forever. Our budget is very strict. You should find, you will find the materials in your cargo bay. Transfer cargo them to the construction site. Okay, so that's a mission 2 intro. Missions. Wow. Stretch. Yeah. So first mission teaches you to open the transfer panel and transfer some resources. Second mission, it repeats on that because, you know, repetition is the way you learn it. That, yeah, you transfer the materials and then continue. Mission 2 intro. Mission 2 part 2. Part 1. Mission 2 build or something. Corporation representative. Of course, it's incorrect. New line. To start building. Wait. Maybe just say instead of like the whole thing, just open build panel. Build panel with B. Toggle build panel. So we open build panel and we start like speaking, I guess. Our plan has very limited space to build. Okay. And 2 build 2. Our planet has very limited space to build. You can see open surface slots. Press on it to see available build contracts. once there is enough resources, the contract will become available. System skip to have population torso. Okay, so I wrote down like in the first mission you provide a building which builds population 100 water. So by the time you reach this point, it will either have built 100 population using that water, or I'll have to skip it. I really wish I had a marker for it. I do have it, but actually no, that's the wrong color. This needs to be probably highlighted. Where's my pen? I don't have it here. I don't know where it is. Anyways. Okay, mission 2. Mission 2. Build 3. Just in time. The efforts of delivering the water has paid off. We now have enough available workers, colonists, there's no big difference, to man our refinery. Select the refinery and press build. Yeah, press build. Okay. Mission to refinery built. You can always just type everything because you know the space is not limited. The time is limited, and guessing why you wrote this key, I shouldn't do that. Okay, the refinery will take in various ores and will produce metals which are used in products and construction. Now that our refinery is completed, we may start focusing on the moon. Whoa, we still have some leftover prefabs to build the first metal extractor. But oh no! We forgot about the employees. Yeah, the idea is like we just used up all of the water to build our building, But our building does not produce water, which means we have a shortage. So this way we explain, hey, every time you build a new building, you must actually check, will you have enough resources to actually, well, build the next one? And the next one, and the next one, and the next one to infinity. When there is not enough resources for a building, it will halt the production. Okay, save it. Make sure to save it. Mission 2 news. Player give key. Give all the keys to the player. Okay. Meanwhile, on the nearby monitor, news 1, 2, news 2, the news. Massive layoffs has struck the planet. The missing cat has been found in the owner's house. The corporation scientists have discovered a water ice comet in our planet's orbit. That is a typo. Good. Comets. Comet. Just a single M. So yeah. Corporation scientists found the thing. Mission 2 news. I don't know how much different keys I need to, because each key is another line of code. We'll see how it goes. I can always just combine. Okay. Mission 2 done. The corp representative. Well, that is convenient. Workforce and a way to supply more. Go and build water as extractor. Captain. I guess captain. Let's use captain from the capital. Just extractor, convenient, representative. I cannot type, whatever. Good, and that's mission 2. That would show you, hey, you can also build in orbital slots, which I guess would make this, after this mission 2 done, would unlock the slot, which I guess allow you to build it. And then you would build a water extractor. Wait, what did I write again? Okay, mission 2. Mission 3. Build water extractor in the orbital slot. Yeah, that's mission 3. While you are busy, we are able to produce more prefabs required for a metal extractor. Okay, and mission 4 will be leaving the orbit. So mission 3 done. This is paste. While you were busy, we were able to procure more prefabs required for the metal extractor. Though we will try to acquire more. Okay. It is time to leave the orbit and go to our moon. Let's go. Load up the workforce and prefabs and head towards the moon. Okay. Acquire. So that's mission 3 done. Text. You need that. You need the text to do something. It's something that someone can do. Mission 4. Mission 4. For 1, basically go load up the workforce. Load up the resources to your ship. I guess you can just keep it 1. No, it needs to be 1. 1, so that's 1 goal. Transfer resources to the moon. Two. How detailed do you want to be? Transfer resources to the mission 4-3. Build metal extractor to the moon. On the moon. Mission 4-4. Return to home with 10 tons of ore. Something like that. So that will be the mission goals. That's mission goals. I see I made a mistake in E. Mission for orbit, leave orbit hint. Or it shouldn't be like even leave orbit hint. Because I will be reusing this to leave orbit. So I can't just say leave orbit hint. Press over capital. Press leave orbit. To leave orbit. Yeah. Leave orbit hint. Movement hint. Oh. Okay, we need to do a stretch. Stretchy. Some pull-ups. A minute or break is still good break. Movement hint. Shift pressed. Move forward. Shift break. Shift break. Interesting. I have ship thrust, I have ship break. Ship break. I don't have to stop. Move forward. Ship break to move backwards. Ship left to rotate left. And ship right to rotate right. Enter, forget, and press orbit to enter orbit. Self-explanatory. Okay. 2 more pages. Well, I guess 2 more pages, sure. On return, why keep... That's not another mission, it's the same mission. Mission 4, done. Welcome back, I guess. Mission 4 done. The resources you brought back will be processed in the refinery and metals will be produced. Then mission 5 intro? Or is it the same intro? Intro 1, mission 4, intro 2, la la da. The next one, I don't know how should I call it. While you were gone, we were able acquire a prefab factory. This is the prefab factory will be like the first introduction, I guess, the full production chain, because you need prefabs to build the buildings, I guess, and the first factory should be always on the planet. But when you have a first prefab factory, you can build more refineries, build more extractors, which will feed metals to the prefab factory, and then you can continue the cycle. Okay, this should let you build even more, as long as you feed the refinery ores The prefab factory would be able to make you building materials. That should cover the basics. Now, let's talk about the next stage. Establishing a new colony. Whoa, our planet can provide so little. So, establishing corporate outpost should free resources. Should free resources immensely? I don't know, that sounds not entirely correct. But you know, progress is iterative, never everything works immediately. It's not like I'm a writer. Intro 3? Okay. So that would be this. I wrote down that the colony needs some tertium, which is basically hydrogen, a bunch of metals, a bunch of waters, a bunch of colonies. Okay. So that would probably be not intro 4, but mission 5. Mission 5 and mission 5 goals. Should I just say, hey, go gather these materials? The corporation scientist found a no signature at the edge of the solar system. Okay, I can write other things down while there's a gap here, which I'm not sure how to fill. The news. Whoa, the news, dude. The corporation scientist. This has found unknown signature at the edge of our solar system. Okay. The representative good news, you will be sent out for the exploration mission. to investigate this new source. Hi, Spider. Pretty good. Maybe a bit slow, but I'm basically transferring things I wrote down in my notebook for the game, which is basically a tutorial introducing the game systems and having some kind of a storyline so it could motivate the player to do stuff, which is very important. So, close at the what? There's still things to write down, a single page, I guess. I have a little gap between like this mission and the other missions, but we'll see how it goes. This helps me also to just have a goal myself, because I have a system. It works, it transfers, it builds, it displays how it's built, but now I can actually craft the world itself and not just have a simple machine which does something. Sorry if that does not make much sense. My thoughts are a bit scrambled. Yeah. And how about you? What's up? What's up? Okay, investigate this new source. Source mission. Go to the planet and scan it. So that will be also a mission. Mission 6, probably. Go to planets at the edge of the solar and scan it. Yeah. As long as it makes sense to you and the end product is how you envision it, all that matters. Yeah. I'm doing pretty good. Just bought a house and spent the weekend cleaning it up, slowly moving my stuff over. Congratulations! Nice. That's a very nice thing to have. Good job. I know it's a very big decision and very difficult thing to do. So good job. Scant. Mission 6. Mission 6 done. You have discovered something, which I still don't know what thing, which unlocks interstellar travel. Whoa, fancy stuff. And then will be mission 7, maybe. Mission 7. We decided to conquer the stars. Stars. Sounds very epic. For that, we started to build the colony ship. Ship on the edge of the system. To ease the construction, we have also developed light transport ships which will do hauling for you. They do require maintenance and has limited cargo capacity, so there is a limit on how many you will be able to build within the system. Okay, so that's mission 7. Mission 7. Spider, is it like fully like furnished, or does it have like, how is it called, wallpapers and stuff? Like, do you need to make utilities work, or is it already there? Mission. Build the colony ship. Build the colony ship. Say 10,000 metals or something. 10,000 metals, 10,000 prefabs, and 100,000 colonists or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Colonists. No, it was totally empty. It was painted already. All I have to do is move the furniture. I already have over to it. Nice. Yeah. There's always like, yeah, the option of buying a furnished, but for me at least, getting a furnished one is more work, kinda, because most of the furniture is not suitable for you, so you will still need to take it out. Mission 7 title. Mission 7.1. Mission 7.2. Mission 7.3. Yep. Mission 7. That's basically all we have. Complete. And ship has been completed. Oops. Control Z. The colony ship has been completed. For your effort, we nominate you as a first captain candidate or something for the, I guess, first interstellar travel board the colony ship, and we will go or something. Go. Will not be able to support you for a while, as we will need So I guess you will have to manage on your own. I guess that would be it. Yeah. Something. Basically, the idea is, yeah, you make a ship, the colony ship. With the colony ship, you'll travel to our system. Something bad happens. You completely cut off probably from the home system and you start building from the scratch. Of course, the colony ship itself would have some cargo, so you will not get stranded totally. And I guess there you should be able to explore, find a suitable place to build, unlock new research, and so on and so on and so on. Candidates. Now I do want to fix up the mission 5. Mission 5. Establishing corporate outpost. I guess just mission 2 type, well, mission 5 title. Build a colony on, I don't know, next planet. Next planet. Mission 5.1 would be transfer 5,000 water, maybe. As build colony outpost. Outpost. Building outpost. And mission 5 points. Can I do this? I can. To build the outpost. The outpost would require like a lot of materials. 1,000 metal of metals. 1,000 prefabs or something. Prefabs. 10,000 colonists. And 1,000 tritium or something. Basically fusion reactor. Mission 5 done. The news. The silly thing, I will need to build out everything here. Menus. The news. Corporation scientists have found an unknown signature at the edge of a solar system. Mission 6 news. Mission 6 news and mission 6 news 2. News 1, news 2. And mission 5, not 8, 5, 5, done. Hello, welcome. If you're wondering what I'm doing, it's game development. I build a system. Well, the game mechanics is somewhat there, but now I'm building a story, a hook, a tutorial, so it will be more interesting. And I guess give the player why I'm doing this. I'm thinking I'll also be using similar system to the StarCraft, well, StarCrafter? I think. Wait, how is it called? StarCrafter. Yeah, Star. Wait, no, that's the wrong game. Or is it the same game? That is not the same game. Planet Crafter. Yeah, the Planet Crafter, which is instead of like, I guess, having a specific tech tree, the tech tree is unlocked by building enough of materials. So you build a building, you have unlocked new technology. You build enough of materials to extract enough materials to unlock another technology. And maybe later with I would have some events for it. Uh, incremental. I know. Wait. Let me check the definition. Definition, because I'm not sure. I know these kind of incremental accumulation of in-game resources and gradual, often exponential. Yes, yes, it would be like that. So you start with the simple buildings, then those buildings provide the resources to build another building. So you could build more buildings. Then you make more people. People are needed for building the buildings and manning the buildings. And then after some time, you will be able to expand to other systems. You will be able to make AI bots, I guess, which would move the resources instead of you. Because at the start, you would be a single ship. You're taking some resources from one place to another, build it, take resources back, go back and forth until you get to the point where you unlock the tiny ships. And I guess later those tiny ships could move between the systems. You can upgrade those tiny ships and head for the biggest goal, the main goal of the game. Yeah, StarCraft is like, well, it's Plant Crafter. Yeah. Built off the Warcraft model long before the WoW. Warcraft? Warcraft. Was a Twinkle demos. Oh, that one. Yeah. From looking at the streams of like Planet Crafter, for example, I find it quite interesting because it seems that to keep the player doing stuff instead of like of having decision paralysis of like, hey, what should I research next? It's more like, okay, I'm doing good enough in building like extractors, and I'll get rewarded with new extractors. Now I need to go build new extractors or upgrade things, and you can always just do stuff. I did kind of like that system, so we'll be trying to do that. We'll see how it goes. I recently, wait, how long have I been developing this? I'm not doing this every day. I'm doing it quite sparsely. I have started this project at 16th of March. Pretty good. And I usually work on Sundays. Yeah, it's not often I do stuff. Okay, mission 5 done. What do we say when we build the first colony? Congratulations. Congratulations. Our corporation is proud to now announce this. Wait, congratulations. The colony has been completed. Dead. For your efforts, we will make a plaque by the local garden in your name. Something like. Can you give me feedback on a Steam Library Analyzer project? Maybe. What do you have in mind? Like, is it like something like SteamDB? The links are blocked, so can you tell me what does it do in more detail? I don't know, maybe this is enough, maybe it's not. Yeah, sure. Congratulations, and now we get another goal of like, oh, we found some things, and ooh, we need stuff. And you can see, oh, we need a lot of stuff, which means we need to build more colonies and more stuff. It gives interesting stats on Steam Library, it needs to be public. So like SteamDB. It also shows like how long you played, how much value of your library is. So can you tell me what kind of stats? And have you heard about SteamDB? Yeah, it's one of the most popular, it has been for years. It shows how many games, how much value, how much it was at the most, how much it was little, the value per time played, which is quite useful actually to seeing if your game is actually good. Because if your game like costs like sure 60 buckaroos or euros and you have played only like 10 hours, it's a very pricey game. But if you play 1,000 hours, then it's a good game because you get value per money. Well, so we have keys. We have some kind of starting story which I can start building out. So how do I do this here? Godot. Open Godot. I need to have a drink. So we have the Godot. I guess I can close the Excel and we'll see how it goes. Close this one. Project. But how do you import it? Project settings, localization, add. And now I select the file, localization, portraits map. What? Importing translations. CSV important. How do you do this again? Oh, localization. Look, it's my menu. Look, it's more menus. Look, it's a ship. Localization. Not a game. Localization. Strings. Scenes. Import. Editor. Editor docs import. Import a CSV translation. Okay. Compress auto on escape translations. Message translations in CSV are on escape using during. What does that supposed to mean? Okay. Import. Okay. Now I have translations. Add. Open. Template generation. Whoa. Okay. Now I have it imported. Can I open this? Nope. Optimize translation. Locale resource. Uh-huh. Oh, look, it did open it up. Just, it's very compacted. Yeah. Now we have keys and we have stuff. Much stuff. Okay, loading the CSV as in translation, sure. Localizing resources. I don't need to localize resources, I don't have them. To use alternate versions of assets resources. Automatically setting language. It is recommended to default to the user's preferred language, which can be obtained by as get locale language. If your game is not available in that language, it will fall back to the fallback. Okay. It has no example of. If you're wondering, I'm looking at the Godot docs. I don't have it set up to show, I guess. Wait, I can do this. Paint. Clickety, pasty. To default to user preferred language, which can be obtained by us get locale. If your game is not available in that language, it will fall back to the fallback. In the project setting, internalization locale or English if empties. It's 3D. Interesting. Paste. Yeah, I don't have a way how to look at it, and sorry, but I will not be doing that. Maybe if you have it like on some YouTube channel, I could look it up, but otherwise I will not be doing that. Okay, it will fall back to the stuff. Project settings, general in project settings, general internalization. That's a mouthful. Locale, fallback, English. Yes. English if empty, nevertheless, letting I guess it should be not English, but at the moment English GB. I set it as English GB. Language automatic. I think it's going to be automatic anyways. It's not like it's currently matter much. Okay, what's next? Learning. More stuff. Base. Language versus locale versus language. A locale is commonly a combination of a language with a region or country, but can also contain information like a script or a variant. English, English Great Britain, English USA, English in Germany. Is English German? But sure. Indie games generally only need to care about language, but read on more for information. Okay, so in my case, not at the moment. I have a file which defines stuff. Okay, next point. Converting keys to the text. Some controls as button and label will automatically fetch a translation if the text matches a translation key. Ooh, that is very neat. If the text fetch the match key. So if I close this one, save. Where's my tests? Game. Scenes. Test scenes. And we make a new scene. Create new scene. A test scene. Localization tests. Okay, now we add a button. And we say our key should be what? Mission title, for example. Yeah. Text behavior, no. And if we play this, wait, let me hide the paint. Please work. I don't need debugging. Whoa, that is very cool. I added the key and it automatically fetched the text. This is very cool. Honestly, that saves so much time. So much time saved. Because I don't need to do fancy coding. It just works. Build a colony on the next planet. Okay, so if I add a label, would be amazing if a rich text label would also work. Script intro 1, for example, 2D. Although the layout probably be a bit more difficult to check. Yeah, pretty good. And it automatically fetched it. Good. Will automatically fetch the translation if the text matches translation key. For example, if label text is main screen greeting and the key exists in the current translation, then the text will be automatically translated. Or does it mean it also works for my generated buttons? Maybe? Because most of my other menus do not have that. So for example, we have building slots and we probably need building slots label. Building name, costs, everything else here should also be part of the translation. This automatic translation behavior can be undesirable in certain cases. For instance, when using a label to display a player's name, you most likely don't want the player name to be translated if it matches a translation key. Yeah. To disable automatic translation on a specific node, set auto translate mode to disabled. Auto translate mode. Localization. Localized numeral system, layout, direction, translation, context. Auto translate, and you can like disable it. Okay. Yeah, that's fairly good. Encode object tr can be used. It will look up the text translation if found. Well, in that case, I don't actually need that. Yeah. Hmm. Ugh. If no text is displayed after changing the language, try use a different font. Well, I don't need to, nor do I have the way to change the language. Nor will I have that for probably months. Okay. So these auto translated. Does it work for a rich text label too? And if we say, hey, you, be here, let's say intro 1. Auto wrap, yep. Let's see. Don't need debugging. It does. Okay. This is pretty good. Yeah, because the label just smashed everything together. But that is very good feature. Good job, Godot developers. Okay, more stuff. Paint. Right. Placeholders. To feature placeholder in your translated strings, use Godot script format strings or equivalent feature in C#. This lets translators to move location of the placeholder in the string freely, which allows translation to sound more natural. Name placeholders with a string format. Locations can be changed, but not their order. Not suffice in target languages. Literally don't care. Translation context. If you're using plain English, then as source strings rather than message codes like this. I'm using message codes. I'm smart. You may run into ambiguities. Yes. Again, that's not making controls sizable. Yeah. Bidirectional text and UI mirroring. Yep, don't care. Break iterator, don't care. Structure text BDI override, don't care. Localizing numbers, don't care. Testing translations. I can change the language, I guess. Okay. And here there is view preview translation. Okay. Pretty good. Cool. My window is broken. As always. Yeah, if you press on view, you can see preview translation. I don't know why it does not show the child windows of it. No idea. Automatic bit capture. If we change the capture method, does it help? No. Client area? If I take off the client area, can I see? Nope, I cannot. I cannot. Okay. Translating project name, don't care. User contributed notes, and don't care. So yeah, that is pretty good. Pretty good. The text is here. I have some drink. Okay. How is it? Tweens. A tween guide. Run the guide. I was shared like very nice tutorial. Well, I guess a website called Tween Guides, Interactive Tween Guide by Christophe. And it shows a very nice way of how actually to do animations for text, for example. Let's see, do you have anything for the menus? Not the menus, dialogues. Floating dialogue. Okay. This seems to be okay. I think I can do that. Wait a minute. I do want to share how it looks like. Studio mode. Add a window. Capture audio. Okay, let's move this window to the side. I need to expand it. And I do need to crop it though. Transform, order, nope. Edit, transform, crop, top, 200, 50, something like that. And move this to down. Okay, so we have this website. If I go back to menu, it's by Christophe. It has amazing stuff. For example, yeah, explains how stuff moves, what kind of animations, and it gives examples. For example, a dialogue. And yeah, there's an example in Godot script, which is probably what I need to use. Probably. For translations. For buttons. And I will try using it for the current menus probably. I don't know. It has such a cool examples and it does not take much code. Yeah, pretty cool. Barely anything is needed and we can make a very cool stuff. So yeah, let's hide it, go back, menu. Wanted to do the dialogue. Let's actually analyze what's the dialogue do. Dynamically reveal text to the label. Letter time, punctuation time. Skip animation or say next line. Say. Okay. Button. So instead of a title, what's my first intro text? Welcome to the home system. Okay, so if I set it the button intro 1, is there a rich text button? No. Make the button bigger. Make the button bigger. Smart word wrap on. And if I save it, let's check how it looks now. Let me debug. It looks terrible. Yeah, it looks quite terrible. Displaying the whole text. Stop it, delete this one, delete this one. Save it. Now add the script to this button. Call it do I want to make it Godot script? Do I want to mix languages? I don't think so. Scenes test button. Intro button. Sure, great. Okay, close this one. Hide it. Mute. Huh? Private load letter time 0.04f private float punctuation time 0.3f export dialog array string. This is not dialog array string. Export label. There's no label. There's no dialog. There's just a text which is already set, maybe. Oh, that's how he actually wrote the dialog in the array. That's not the way to do this. Export var label. I don't need the label. I have the text. Maybe private string initial text. What was translation? Using translations. Where is in the code? tr generate what? Translation, and we say close actions key intro 1. How is it done again? Close it. Or just don't use dot, just say this. Encapsulate. Cannot reference non-static field. Okay, it's string message and string context. What is the context? Translates the message using a translation catalyst configured in project settings. Let's do an overweight. So initial text equals text. That's basically it. I need a tween. Private tween or something, I don't know. Dialog index, not variant, private int dialog index 0. And I can just copy stuff. Copy and then translate it to C sharp, void, skip, like I need my keyboard and peripheral vision to see what I'm typing. Skip animation or say next line. If tween is what? Not equals null, and tween is running. Why can't I use it? Ambiguity between interbot and tween and interbot and tween. That's just a single tween. Oh. Tween dot kill. Kill the tween. Label visible characters -1. Label. Is it not a button? Label. This demo uses a tween to dynamically reveal the text of a label. Label visible characters. Is there button visible characters? It doesn't have visible characters. Oh. Label visible characters. Okay. Label doc text. Label visible characters. Okay, I guess the button does not have this functionality. I don't think that's super difficult to do though. We have initial text. We could say, hey, the text itself equals string empty. The text itself equals empty. Otherwise, we say else say no say initial text dialog index initial text private string array of a dialog. Dialog. Did it split it? Dialog. I do need to split it. private string array punctuation characters equals dot question mark visible characters dot question mark and comma for some reason. Okay, dialog equals initial text split punctuation characters string split options remove empty trim entries remove empties. I don't know, maybe using system. And of course I forgot the transition. Silly me, sorry, very sorry. A bunch of stuff. Well, I guess not that much stuff happened. Basically translating what was written in Godot into C#. Could make it as a label, but as a label is annoying. Anyways, so that would give me the dialogue, which is split. Likely going to split incorrectly. I should have used label. Maybe I should use label. That would probably make it things way much easier and not need to invent stuff. Let's prop label. Button label or something. Because in that case, label visible characters. Label. Button label dot visible characters. Yep. Equals -1. Say dialog index. Dialog dialog index. And dialog index ++. And we need to add this method, generate method. So this part is done. Wait. This part is done. If tween what? Oh, if tween what is that supposed to mean? If tween kill. Not sure if tween is running or not equals null. Tween equals create tween label button label text equals text label button label dot visible characters equals 0 var index equals 0 var last punctuation index equals 0 var text length equals button label dot text dot length. Straighten me back. Letter and button dot text index plus plus. If letter contains an punctuation characters, I guess. I wondered, can I actually use the same syntax here? Or index equals text length. No, I cannot use it. Contains the letter or that's a typo. That is not correct. Contains has append. Should be contain. Make it a list of string. Char to string. Char. Cannot convert type char to string. Whoops. Stuff is happening. Contains. No, this one cannot be split to char. I'll just do this and ignore it for now. Can fix that error later. The principle will be still the same. Var duration index minus last punctuation index and letter time. Tween dot new property label button label visible character. Oh yeah, so yeah, I cannot do that with the button. Visible. Can I use it on C# like that? I'm not sure. Visible characters. Likely it's going to be the same. Index and duration. Reveal the characters between the last punctuation and the current one. Okay. Wait a bit after the commas and punctuation. If letter equals this one, then tween interval punctuation time divided by 2. Okay. Else like this. What else do we have? And we have the single thingy. The last punctuation index equals index. That is simple enough. And we have a final method. Every frame by the method tweener. Void, not void, void. Void reveal char int v if button label visible characters equals v return. Otherwise label nope visible characters equals v. And audio stream player play. I don't have audio stream. I don't have audio for it. Nope. Not yet though. And wait. Okay, this is a tween. And what calls it? Does it needs to be called in the process? Maybe. Probably. Public override void. What's this? Reveal character. Reveal character dialogue index? No. It's missing something. Mm-hmm. Punctuation. Let's keep it an array. And instead of that, I can say, hey, punctuation characters. Var characters, this one to string. A letter to string. I could have just do that, not a string array, but character array. That would probably make more sense. I like that it actually does this. Character array, and I don't need to cast it to string. And I don't need to cast this one to string because it's also a character. Good. Ready. Let's need a button. Pressed and plus equals some enter button pressed event. Sure. And it will be calling skip animation or silly next line. Still missing a part where it's revealing the characters. Reveal character. Method called every frame by the method tweener. What's a method tweener? Method tweener. Method tweener. Method tweener interpolates an haptic value and supplies it to a method called over time. That does not tell me anything. Set delay, set ease, set position. Invisible characters. Reveal the character. Maybe that's enough. Maybe. Can always just try. Run it. Well, build it first because I need to assign the label. Of course, it will fail assemblies. And of course, I will need to restart the Godot. Because some reason. Where is my Godot? I need to pin it because I changed it. It's now a different thing at all. 4.7 has been released. Switch to Godot. Okay, enter a button, assign the label. Label is assigned. Save it, play it. And we have an error. Step bound to localization test. Enter button started with no tweeners. What? Tween method. What? Could be that also splitting the dialogue does not work correctly. Let's double check it. Why launching? Oh, because I'm launching the full application, not a scene. Whoops. Dialogue. Yeah, the translation did not work. I guess the translation works only after the runtime? After the ready? Which means the initial tag should be pr.tr translates a message using translation catalogs. Can't translate. And let's try again. Stop it, plain. Debugging. Continue. Good. Dialog 5 strings, and it of course remove all of this splitters. Remove empty. Does the split have other options of like keeping the characters? Split. Yes, it does have plenty of overloads. Separator. An array delimit the canaries, an empty array that contains non-delimiters. Options. Count? No. Oh, empty divisor. Count. C# split with removing regex. Yeah, right. How about no? Oh. Okay. This regex seems to be better. Uh, sure. Initial text split by this one, question mark, and this one. Let's go. Using a regex. Let's go. Okay, sure, whatever. Now that's working. See? Separators. Oh wait, you cannot see it. Trim. No. Dot trim. So this one split it, but it did say that the tween was not created or something. Okay, play the scene. Click debugger. Step tween bound to root localization test started with no tweens. Godot tween dot dead with no tweeners. It was created but no tweeners added. Create a tween. Meta tweener. Set ease. Set ease. And out, maybe. Set transition. Quad, whatever. Tween stop. Mouse exited. Do they just need to add a transition? Maybe. Who knows? Nope. Same error. Method tweener. Tween method. Did I skip something? Say. Text of a label. Only add the method tweener at punctuations or end of a string. Method tweener. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did miss a part of a code. Or more like I used the wrong code from two different tweeners. Tween method, and it will be reveal char. Last punctuation index, and duration. But cannot convert from method group to Godot callable. But B and callable from. Okay. From. Callable from action. Callable from and a type of int. Okay. Then I don't need this one. If letter, punctuation time, and punctuation index. Yeah, I was just using the wrong example. There were multiple, but I used the wrong one. Let's see. Click. It failed. Good. Started with no tweeners. Create tween. Text. Text. Wait. Text equal text? That's not the right one. Button label text equals initial text. Yep. It takes a while. If you want to make a thing happen, yeah, it takes a while. How much time is it? We'll see. Maybe I'll go do something else later. Because I think I'll go for an hour 15 minutes and we'll see. 3 hours usually is the good time to have a short rest. If not letter in punctuation or end of a string. Continue. Reveal char, letter time, punctuation, duration, index, index, duration, duration. Text. Say text. Say, wait, what? Say. Ah. A typo. Text. Say text. Let's see. It works. Good. It doesn't work, but sure. Good. I do need to remove empty. Remove split. No. Default if empty. No, contains element first, last. Empty. Regex split. Pattern. Can I also have options? Regex options. Dot ignore pattern with white space. Not really. Explicit capture, compiled, ignore case, multiline. None, right, left, single line. Nope. Okay. Okay, let's try again and see how it looks. Click. Welcome to your home system. Your civilization fairly recently made space travel feasible and ever-growing demand for resources and space is pushing it forward to expand. You have been recently selected to lead the crew of very first interplanetary vessel, graciously provided by mega corporation Cosmos Inc. Industries, which is leading the expansion initiative. Okay. Auto wrap. Word smart. Sure. Trim spaces. Clickety, generate method. Result. Normal string array. In dialog, if line equals string dot empty, or more like does not equal string dot empty, radius.add. Okay, should be done. New list of string or whatever, because string doesn't matter. Add a line, and then we just return rs to Tori. And all of this could probably be a LinQ expression. Use collection expression, sure, whatever. Convert to LinQ. And can be made static, sure, whatever. How does it start on the... Okay. Oh, it has no minimum weight with horizontal alignment, no fill. Fill. The Godot part does not have the alignment settings. Sure, 300. Or I can change it into a different type. I wonder, does it work for a rich text label? A rich text label. It does seem to work. A rich text label. Save. Now we need to rebuild. Of course, it will be crashing. Yeah. Why, Godot? Why you do this to me? There's something wrong with it. Still something wrong with it. Godot, show. I don't need debugging. We have a button which stopped working. Whoa, because it's not a label anymore. Whoa, because the rich text label is clickable. Scroll active, fit content, contacts, text selection, no. Inputs, no. Okay, a regular label it is. Undo, change type, label, save, rebuild. It breaks. Need to restart it. Yeah, once I change the type, the assembly just breaks. Label. But reassign it, save it, play it. Click. Whoa, that is not the effect they expected. That's not right. What happened? The label size will change once to fit the new text, but remain the same as the letter shown. Visible characters say. Yeah, but you don't show the sample of it. The transition needs to be deleted. Visible characters say. I think I also need to do the say first. Say. Say, skip animation and say the next line. I need to call it on the beginning too, because the first line, well, needs to be shown anyways. That is so funky. What happened here? Right, if I remove the auto wrap and I change the minimal setting. No. That's a button auto wrap. That's the wrong one. Trim nothing, layouts. I messed up some settings. Oh, good. Click. Why does not fit? Why? Trim nothing. No. Skip last line. Auto wrap. Label. Expand? No, shrink. Shrink. Or expand? Expand vertical? No. 200, 200, maybe. No. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm maybe a bit too tired. Yeah. I think it's getting time together, but I have a way of making dialogue and I have my dialogue strings on. Why is it doing this? Command to, please. No, stay here. Why the label moved? I need the button. Button. Label. Vertical alignment. Auto wrap on. Oh. Label on. Okay. There's some error still. Okay. Ah, beautiful. Finally. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, I need to not split by comma, dot, question mark, and the, because it's not the same sentence, it's just a hyphen. Hyphen. Welcome, your civilization failed recently made space travel feasible and never going to demand. Uh-huh. Click. Let's see if the comma works. Kinda. Yeah, this is good. This is usable. If I added the audio, would be even better. I don't have audio. There's still much to do with the audio. Good, so that would be a dialogue. Progress bars, no, tween shaders. Ooh. Instant finish. Okay. Preventing chaos. Good. So yeah, the button is finished, the text is typed in. Now I'll be able to make the keys, I guess. And now I know how to use the translations. As keys, probably you can use the keys as translations to enter it. Good. Good. How much time is it? 5. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'll just probably skedaddle. Gotta get myself some snacks and maybe I'll go back later. We'll see. It's good that I at least did something. Does not look like a lot, but it's something. Now if I run the game itself, let me just load it. We have animated button, we have play. You can fly around, we. Debug visible collisions shapes, take it off. It would be better without the collision shapes. Play the game. Okay, we have the system, we enter the system, we dive into the system. We fly around. We have all kinds of planets, moons. So we'll be crafting like a specific system for home. For example, we'll be starting like this. Then we'll have the dialogues. You would be unlocking the menus, the detail panels. And for example, we can open transfer panel. That would be the first thing. We transfer the resources. Then we can see on the side what kind of resources we have. Then maybe I will be able to craft how it looks better. Currently it's just plain, very plain, but that's usually enough for at the moment. We can build, we can select the slots, we can select the mines, we can build it, and it builds it and it makes stuff. We select another slot, we select this one, now it builds another stuff, build another thing, and say fuel refinery, build it. You know, it's making stuff and it's good and it's fine. And we can have resources and we mine the resources. You can see they're updating live. And we just yoink all of the resources. And still making stuff. We close it. We exit the orbit. We fly to another planet. We open another panel. It's saying you can build it. I don't know why it says you can build it. It's still fishy. Transfer more construction materials. Build it, select it, atmospheric collector, build, collects hydrogen and water, produces hydrogen. Does not produce water for some reason, no idea why. Who knows, we'll see. Make stuff, take out the stuff, exit the system, fly to another system, and you build stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the game. And you open this panel, which is definitely the wrong location. And it failed to load, but whatever. And we press F1 and everything exits. Yeah, pretty good. So I would say bye-bye for YouTube. Thanks for watching. And